up, you guys? And it's Mary.
And
we watch us like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below. Because today we are going to be reviewing season 16, episode 2 of Sister Wives, you guys. And Hunter, he is coming home.
Yes.
And they are having a barbecue for him.
He's going to be leaving soon. So Kody what he wanted before he left was just to have them do just meet. So they decided to do 6 feet distance barbecue for Hunter before he has to go back.
Yeah.
And so that's what they are doing. So everybody can, see each other. And Isabella also has to go for her surgery. So everything worked out really well.
Yeah.
With that. Before they went, Kody met with Mary. And I think because he didn't get the reaction that he wanted with Christine,
I think he wants to talk to Mary.
But also I think you know what it is. I feel like he knows something's going on with Christine.
Yeah, because she's off.
But he doesn't want to really. He doesn't know how to articulate it to Mary. You know what I'm saying? So he goes to Mary and reveals that he probably led Christine into believing when they spoke about Utah. He probably led Christine to believing that he was also on board to move to Utah. So Mary was like, oh, well, now that's why I see why she was so brokenhearted. Because you kind of betrayed her.
Well, Mary knows that feeling.
Yeah, she knows that feeling. Anyhow, after he spoke to Mary, he hugged her, which was a little crumb. Because, he doesn't even do those things sometimes.
Didn't he skip out and said it was nice talking to you?
Yeah, he hugged her, and then he later on told Robin, you and Mary can hang out. She can come here. She obeys all my rules anyway. And
you never see her.
Yeah. So Robin is concerned because she's like, I just don't want the other women to say well, how come Mary's coming to see you?
Girl, don't nobody care to see your kids.
So she kind of articulates that to Mary, and Kody was like, I don't care. Let you guys are following the rules. Well, when Mary comes, she gets in the confession. She's like, please, Christine and Janelle, they throughout this whole time they've been seeing each other, and I wondered to myself, how does Mary know that? I bet she get in her car
and be stalking people.
Yes, that's what I think.
She ain't got nothing else better to do, Kody.
She's by herself.
She's doing all these COVID protocols, but Kody never comes to see her.
Right.
Which I don't think that makes any sense.
I know.
I would have been out enjoying my summer. I mean, forget Kody.
Yeah.
Harassing somebody.
I know. So it was. I think she's looking and saying, oh, she was here at 6 o'clock. Wait a minute, the car is still there the next day at 2 a.m. or whatever. I don't know. But she was very, convinced that Janelle and Christine have been hanging out this whole COVID time. I said, oh, boy, Mary is on the prowl, spying on folks. But Hunter did tell his dad he just felt like what he was doing was overkill. Garrison and Gabe piped up. And Kody sits down, he has these looks on his face that sometimes he looks so pathetic. And pitiful, sometimes you feel like having pity on him. Oh my God, for those birds fighting. They're so tiny. Stop it! They're literally fighting each other.
I love it here.
Yeah, but anyway, and then Kody just sits in the confession, he's like, you know what I realized today? I am no longer head of my household.
You never were.
And that breaks my heart. I said, oh, poor Kody.
You don't have respect for yourself. So how is anybody else going to have respect for you, Kody?
It's like the hypocrisy, I think. That's what the children are saying. Well, pretty much Janelle's children, her sons.
They're tired of the foolishness, Kody. And you should be ashamed the way that you have been acting and just not really being a good father and a good husband. Yeah. You pick and choose who you want to be good to.
Yeah, Janelle said it in even season 17.
Yeah.
She was like, even though our relationship is adequate for me.
Adequate does not mean it's good.
Yeah, exactly. My sons just feel like there's favoritism, and to them it's hypocritical. And it's really not, I don't even think it's the polygamy way either.
No, I doubt it.
I'm sure he's supposed to spend equal time. But he's not in the church for anyone to even go and report him. I mean, he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not in church for anyone to report him. So it's kind of like he has isolated his family from the church that he says he's from, and so he's the only voice that they hear. So he's the one who makes the rules
But
about this
he's
whole
been
thing.
questioning his religion, I really want to
Well,
say,
yeah,
since season 13.
Yeah,
I think
that's when he started. And season 14, he just...
I think when he started thinking about leaving, you know what I think he really started questioning his faith? I think when he started losing control. And I really think it was when Mary had that business in Utah. I think it was a little bit before then.
Him.
It really did, because that's when he started
really
thinking about that.
Him. He started thinking of these goals that maybe he has not accomplished. And here's my wife has a business, but Robin has a business. But it didn't bother him. But when Mary did this, Mary of all people, did this without his approval, without his
money,
help, even though he had told her, no, he's not going to fund her. And I think it really shook him. It really, really shook him, because the very next season, he was on this Flagstaff stuff.
He was on it when they were at the actual grand opening.
Oh, yes, that's true. And he was like, it's about family unit.
Utah, because I think we really need to say F you to the government, basically. And we need to be in Utah.
And Mariah just
And then he moved it to Utah. He moved from Utah to Arizona.
I know.
Way out there.
I know.
Because Rob was like, Kody, my son, he's leaving. And I really want to be near him.
Yeah, because she wants to keep the family together.
Robin, this is why you're getting chastised by God. Sorry. Y'all both get in the fire.
You guys had Michael.
You guys had such a blessing.
That was a place that you could have grown old in.
Yeah. And a beautiful home. It was customized for you guys.
Yeah.
And it still would have kept the family together.
I still get upset, so it's my house.
I was upset when they got rid of it, because it was so big, it was so beautiful. Like, you guys had that nice little corner cul-de-sac and everything, and it was the perfect setup. It was truly the perfect setup.
They could bring all the lights together.
I thought it was so beautiful.
It was so beautiful. And make your little party there.
Well, I feel like that's how polygamy should be done.
The other thing, the neighbors, even though they're not polygamous, they loved you guys, they respected you guys. Your children could actually go into their pool and swim. And,
I know.
But there was
But
one
they
neighbor,
could have even built a pool in one of their backyards. For real.
No, they really pulled it. Actually, one of their backyards had a pool. Didn't one of the backyards
No,
have
they
a pool?
didn't. None of them had a pool.
None of them had a pool.
Because they had to go to the neighbors.
Oh.
I would have built a pool and a hot tub. Shoot, I would have had one on the balcony. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really
beautiful. And the view was amazing. All because y'all wanted to be in the country. Y'all could have built a vacation home. And then you guys could have all moved in there. Yeah. Had the 4 separate quarters. Yeah. That way you're still in one house sometimes when the kids come. Yeah. But there's no point in you guys being in one house when all your kids are grown and married. You're only going to be together maybe once a blue moon.
And he kept on talking about, he really had been exiled to this place, and he had been on a 7-year exile, and Flagstaff is a place they chose. But listen, I'm not a Christian, so correct me if I'm wrong about the story. But wasn't Moses? He was kicked out, right, of Egypt. Yeah. That's a land that he had thought he wanted, and he had gone out of there. So in a sense, that was exile. And then found his, who became his wife, but made her land like his, right? So he stayed there, and then later on he was able to return to Egypt. But sometimes God gives you another place to go. Like, this whole world belongs to him. Yeah. So, maybe you were in Utah for a time, for a season, and you might be thinking about this place as exile, but he helped you to thrive there. This is a place that he probably chose for you all. Yeah. And it was so easy. Neighbors didn't give you problems. Like, what place could you find as a polygamy family like yours? Neighbors don't give you any problems. They welcome you. The kids were thriving in UNLV. Mm-hmm. They were close enough to Utah, so if some children went there, they're able to, it was like, a 3-hour drive. Yeah. Like, everything was so wonderful for you. And it's like, I just, it's so
They
confusing.
just said, forget this blessing.
Yeah, but it's actually, for me, it's really a lesson for me.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
when you look at their lives, you just say, this is a lesson of how not to spit at a miracle. Because sometimes, a lot of times, we get a blessing
Yeah,
and
and we don't
just
value it.
don't value because it came so easy.
Yeah, but I mean
Whether
that's usually how good things come to us from God.
good
It
things
usually
really
comes
are
easy.
and when it's from Him, it's usually easy, and it's like
And it's peaceful. It's a
Yeah.
peaceful transition.
and it's big beyond your wildest dreams. When they left Utah, did they ever believe that we'll have a home on cul-de-sacs all together?
Yeah,
4 huge homes.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, it came. There was some trials for sure,
Mhm.
but the reward was so worth it.
It really was.
And it came easy. You didn't have to break your bank. You didn't have to
No.
be sitting there struggling for 2+ years or
Yeah.
whatever.
And then
They all got accepted for the loans before Christmas. Every
Yes.
single last one of
Every
them, and that
single
was
one
their
of them.
goal. That's what they wanted.
That's what they wanted. And it's not like in Flagstaff when the people don't like you.
They call the cops on you.
They call the cops on you.
I have a polygamist that I do not want in my front
Uh,
yard. Please
yeah.
remove them. Thank you.
Yeah, as you leave.
Sayonara, BITCHs. And like they were doing all that.
Like,
And you
And-
didn't take the hints.
yeah.
You guys all got kicked out of your houses at least twice.
Mhm.
The only one who didn't get chastised was Janelle and Christine,
Yeah.
if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But all three of y'all did.
Yeah.
The three amigos. You got Dodo Bird over there who's following him. You got the other Dodo Bird that's controlling Kody.
Yeah.
And you got the head Dodo Bird that just making bad
Well,
decisions.
Christine got chastised in a way like she started to really look very old.
Yeah. Well, because Kody was stressing her out.
Started to look very
She
old.
moved there, you know.
And then later on, I think she just got to that space where she's like, I better value my kids. Let me get back to valuing my children. And so,
Yeah.
she started to see the handwriting on the wall.
Because Janelle said she learned very early not to make Kody the head, the center of her world,
Yeah.
which I think is very smart.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. For a woman, and I've seen a lot of women do that. It's me and your dad. But for a woman, you're really always gonna have your children.
Yeah, for sure.
And your
Because
children-
partners come and
yeah.
go.
And children love you unconditionally. They really do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you might mess up and all that stuff, but they love you unconditionally. They really do.
Yeah.
They have this pure love, and it's just based on the fact that you're their mom. Mess up and all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But husbands come and go. They might come and go, but your child is for a lifetime.
I mean,
okay?
that's your blood. That's your
I'm sorry. The husbands might come and go, and when they come and go, they usually take it out on the kids anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And you
But your
too.
children, they're there for a lifetime. So I will caution women. Yes, let your husband, be or whatever and all that stuff, but don't
Be breaking your neck for no man. Sorry.
Don't mistreat your children
Yeah.
for your hubby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let him, discipline them and you discipline them and stuff like that. But there's certain mistakes as a mom. Don't make those ones with the
Yeah.
kids where they're like, I am done.
Yeah, y'all.
But yeah.
But it's Mary.
And
We invite you to like,
subscribe
share.
and comment and tell
Down
us what
below.
you think.